Peace and grand rising to those that watching videos. Today's episode we're gonna talk about something deep, and people gotta be aware about their own kids out there. That's that be lying about a lot of things, and people gotta be aware about their own kids out there. That's that be lying about a lot of things. So today's episode we're gonna get into this title. Beyond the lies, should teens face jail time? Well, first and foremost, we talk about teenagers, we talk about 15, 14, high school students, we talk about those type of children. I ain't talking about no adults who 18, 19 years old. I'm talking about the young ones that sit here and lie about their age and using a fake ID to get weed or cigarettes or liquor. Because they got fake IDs today. A lot of people don't know about that, but it is, they have the so-called fake ID they made. And that's what I want to speak about the most, because it's very important that we can sit here and acknowledge where we go wrong at as parents. Well, I'm gonna start like this. At the end of the day, we gotta sit here as adults to take accountability. That's rule number one. And rule number two, you're supposed to teach the children not to lie about their age. Now, I know some of y'all good parents out there that taught your children a lot about your age and always be honest with themselves and things like that. However, you got certain parents, individual parents out here that say here lie and coach their kids. They coach their children to lie also. So the big question is, should teenagers go to jail and face time and prison for lying about their age to adults and trap the adults off? Personally, me, I don't do opinions. I'm going to be facts with this. I'm going to be with the truth with this. Teenagers should go to jail. Simple as that. We as adults went to jail and we learned our lessons. Now it's time for the teenagers to go to jail and learn their lessons. Teenagers should go to jail and learn their lessons instead. And don't even charge them a damn adult, not the juvenile detention, but charge them an adult right into adult prison. Because simple fact is that these teenagers run around here lying about the age. So, for example, you got these little ass girls that run around here, right, lying to grown men about their age, and you got the young ass boys lie to grown women about their age and pull out the fake IP stunt. Now, that's being said, I know you've seen like some Facebook reels and Instagram reels when a lot of teenagers lie about their age and say, well, I'm 18. Well, in certain states, they carry guns. And to me, Donald Trump is wrong for this. He's just an asshole. And to me, I feel like this. Teenagers these days should go to jail for lying to people about their age. They should do time. They should do time. If adults can do time, they should do time too and charge them as an adult for lying about their age. Because that's not a good look. To me, they should be charged, and they should maximum do a 3 flat bid to start with. A 3 flat because number one, you lie on the oath, Number two is you lie to the police, right? So you lie to the court system, you lie to the police, and then you lie to your own mother or your father, right? And like I said before, I'm gonna say again, a lot of teenagers say a lie. A lot of teenagers lie under oath so many times that these teenagers got no type of respect to adults in stores. These teenagers gonna do what they want again. And I said this in my last podcast, that teenagers sit here lie and they want to start troll adults. And I feel as though that these teenagers need to go to jail because they cut class too much. And you know, they do what they want in life. Teenagers sit here and lie and lie. Look at China, for example. China, Japan, Russia. If you look across all the world besides the United States, those teenagers was raised different. And they have mutual respect for the adults. But when it comes to American children, they a bunch of liars. I'm not saying all children are bad, but I'm talking about the bad ones that sit here and lie by their age to get what they want. And they can get away with it. Right? They can get away with it. And yeah, you got some mothers that coach their daughters to lie. You got some mothers that coach their sons to lie. That's a fact. You got some fathers that use their children as a pawn to lie to adults also. That's a fact. That is a given fact. And what I see here today in the generation, you got these teenagers setting up the adults. Alright, you got these teenagers that setting up these adults in today's society. And today's society, you see a lot of teenagers that lie on the adults. Like I said, you can go anywhere across the globe. American teenagers show more bad influence than ever before. And I don't blame Sexy Red for this. And I'm not saying it's the hip hop artists. What I'm saying is that the teenagers that lie, they lie about their age. They act like they're grown. And they pull out the fake IDs. Right? And when they're in school, they don't want to learn nothing. This is school. I know school is a bunch of lies. American school, they don't teach the right thing. So these teenagers feel like they can do what they want, cut class, and and such forth. However, there should be a penalty for children to lie. There should be a law that gives these teenagers a lie detector test to see if they're lying or speaking the truth. And scenarios in the court system, they don't put the children under a lie detector test because the damn courthouse believe on the teenager lies. Right? They believe in the teenager lies a lot of times, right? So, me being a person, right, as an individual person, I don't like and I can't accept what's really going on, right? Because there are a lot of teenagers that lie here in America. America is just full of nonsense and they're a bunch of liars, right? And they follow what other people do. They got teenagers that follow their friends. When their friends' negativity, follow what their friends says and such forth. And that's truly a fact. That's truly a fact where teenagers sit here and lie so much. Right? But the courts is not lock them up, let you know that. When they sit there and lie, the system don't care. The system will believe the children from lying about their age. But as soon you sit there, and if you're a real person, and you know these teenagers lying so damn much, right? Why is it that adults go to jail so quickly over the teenagers. So, for example, right? If a teenager go to a liquor store or they go to a smoke shop, they should ask for IDs for the young ones. But here's the problem. They don't realize that they got somebody outside. They pay somebody to go store for them. This facts. This is America, people. I'm not. If you try to call me a snitch, then you gotta be a stupid one. Because me being honest, I'm bringing awareness to the community. I'm bringing awareness to the community that teenagers do lie out their mouth. They lie out their mouth, right? You got these little ass girls swear they grown, wearing certain type of clothing that they say act like they grown, act like they're 18, 19 years old. But little do you know, these are young babies that come out of school. This is facts. So these young ones go around trying to trap all the men off by lying by their age. These fools in schools make them deliver. And these schools we talking about. And these same ones that go out there, go to certain clubs with a fake ID. You gotta tell you, they got fake IDs out here that present it, that make a person look like an adult. Right? That look like an adult. So mostly teenagers should have consequences for lying by their age. That's just facts. And on top of that, certain teenagers will sit there and lie and say you raped them, not knowing that's a bullshit lie. Sometimes you gotta put these little young kids under a lie detector test to prove if they're guilty or non-guilty. In the court system, they allow these kids to have juvenile charges and don't charge them as adult. For me, if you sit there and lie by your age and set a mental felony, you should be charged as an adult with no pittiness. The judge has no sympathy on these children who say they lie by their age. They shouldn't. For example, if a 15-year-old shoot an older person, you ain't gonna charge this child like 15 years now, like not life sentence. If you took somebody's life, you should have a life sentence. These teenagers don't get life sentence. They get 15 years or 10 years, 9 years for a murder charge. But let it be an adult, they get more time. This is the point I'm making. You got teenagers out here that lie and lie and lie about their age instead of being honest. Yeah, I understand it starts at home. Yeah, correct. It starts at home. It starts with the parents. It starts with the family. I put it like this. If the parent can't do their job as an individual parent to raise that child to not to lie, then you should have diapers to take your child away. CPS away from your child, or put your child in foster care so they can know better. But at the same time, these teenagers gonna keep lying and lying about their age. They out here setting people up for failure and everything like that, and that's a not good thing. You feel me? That's not a good thing for your record. You get what I'm telling you? It's not. I'm being honest with everything I tell you because, you know, you got teenagers that say a lie out of their mouth, and it's not cool, man. As an individual parent, we should sit here and we should be, as parents, and guide our children right. But sometimes our children don't want to listen. They say here lies so much, and this is a fact. Y'all sit here and have sympathy for your own children, right? Not knowing that your children do worst things ever. Like that ain't cute, man. A lot of brothers went to jail over the nonsense. This facts. Over nonsense of teenagers that say a lie about their age. Like I said, you can go anywhere across the globe. They not like that. But we got here in America, it's a whole new level. It's a level of disobedience. It's a level of lying. It's levels to this in America. And that's why I say America's a piece of shit land, because if you sit and think about it, parents not really doing good for their children who sit there and lie. So if that daughter or son lie, then that parent should face consequences along with that child. That child should go to jail. That parent should do a test evaluation to see if she can handle or keep her child. This is a fact. It's not the system's fault, because everybody likes to blame America for this, but it's really our own people's fault, right? It's our own people's fault. It's a fact. I ain't gonna say a lie about it, but it's our people's fault, because they say allow these dumbass kids get away with a lot of things. This is a facts, people. This is not something normal. This is facts. They allowing, again, you got parents out here that coach their daughter to lie, and and do things that say her lie and lie, right? And to me, to be honest, I have no sympathy for that fucking adult who sit there and like, you have mothers who sit there and coach their daughters. I have no sympathy if that mother and her child go to jail for lying. There's no sympathy on that. Why have sympathy on people who coach their child to lie? That child, she go to jail, and the mother from conspiracy of a crime. Mother should go to jail for conspiracy of crime. If, for example, if that little girl was underage, right, and the mother coached her, right, and that little girl accepted and still do what the fuck she wants, keep lying, the liquor stores, the smoke shops, to adults, that child should go to juvenile detention and do time. And the mother should go to jail for conspiracy or crime, because the mother knew about it. There's a lot of mothers that never went to jail for the shit they done, and use their daughters as a tool to lock a man up. This is a fact. This is not opinion. And these days, people don't want to talk about this. This should be talked about all the time. Because these teenagers are a bunch of liars, yo. If you see today, you're going to have a lot of teenagers out here and lie and lie and lie about certain bullshit. And this is the reason why the world is what it is, because simple factors of the nonsense that these young ones doing. This is a fact. This ain't no lie. You can do your research about this. You can look online, the juvenile detentions. Look at the cases of these fucking young ones. These little ass devils, matter of fact. And that's about it. This is a fact. So for me to look at it like this, there should be consequences for these teenagers who lie about their age. I had no sympathy. I had none. I have no sympathy for those who do juvenile detention and do time. You know what I mean? It's not cool, man. Look how many men got locked up. How many innocent brothers got locked up? Because he's teenagers. And by the way, when you look at Twitter, you got certain men that set another man up and pretend like a little kid and lure the predators out. Much respect to y'all. That's a good way to start it. But then you got these teenagers that's online that say they talk to grown ass men and their parents don't put in the restriction of parenting control. Again, conspiracy for crime. If a parent don't have parenting control over that phone, of their phone, then that parent in conspiracy for crime. She knows what's going on and she doesn't care. She should go to jail for that be. That's a fact. And if she sits there and allow that to continue, then what does that make her? A deceiver. Right? A deceiver. Like I said, I can't condone a lot of things in life, man. Because a lot of things that people say and do a lot of things that, you know, they should go. I mean, I put like this, man. If you're a mother, and if you allow these adults, if you're a mother, and if you allow your teenager to lie to adults, then Mama Dukes, you deserve jail time. That's conspiracy to crime, and that's a fact. I don't like it, but y'all need to go to jail. Facts. If your daughter should go to jail too with your ass because y'all both play that same position. Facts. And I'm just saying, man, I'm speaking real. Hate me, like me. I don't give a shit. You should go to jail. From teach your daughter how to lie to another adult. I'm gonna say this. Peace and love. If anybody got to say, you comment below. You know what I mean? And if this bothers you, you that type of person, well,